You definitely didn't expect another episode, did you? Neither did I. Anyways, welcome back to another and most definitely the last episode of Minecraft Nostalgia Online Season 4. As you can see, we are no longer on the main Season 4 world, as Season 4 has now ended and server has been contained on Blue Sheep's PC for the time being. We are all safe now. Apparently, my theory from episode 6, I wonder if Blue Sheep knows what we're doing right now. Does he have the power to see into the future? Does someone help him? Was completely right. I still don't understand how this happened and how Blue Sheep got virtually possessed, but one thing is for certain, it wasn't intentional and I'm never using such software again. Everything is now settled. Season 4 is finished. Or is it? There is one more thing to do actually, which is gluing the Season 4 world onto the rest of MNO Megarevamp. Much better. I spent like 3 days working on this. I actually took out all of the forest, terraformed and smoothened the terrain, and then put the forest back, so now it feels much cleaner. I also upgraded some of the buildings in here, as you can see. I also connected it to the rest of the metro system by rerouting the Cyan line, and I also connected the rest of the Nether hub, and now I also relocated 50 House Island to be next to the work motivation place instead, which are now both accessible via the metro. Besides Season 4, I also put the MNO Season 2 Classic map on here, which I also terraformed and revamped, and finally the MNO Season 2 Public Server Island, which I glued to this peninsula. The last things I did were rebuilding Golden MNO's Southern Town, and I made interiors for every single building that previously didn't have one. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, MNO Megarevamp is a project I started in May 2023, in which I took every available MNO map, fused them all together with the help of chunk blending, and then gave them one massive glow up. I worked quite a lot on this map every single day, with a little help from people like TCM, Chusical, Alex, and Phalo. I also made a video about it last year, which you can find in the description. You know that feeling when you have finally maxed out a game, or done everything you could possibly do on a thing? Right? I have finally reached that level of satisfaction with MNO. I have done everything there was to do. This server, this community, Minecraft Nostalgia Online, has changed my life. As you may know, MNO started in late June 2020 after a series of collabs that Aaron did with a few people. Back then, I was only 12, just after 6th grade ended, and almost 5 months deep into the pandemic at that point, severely lacking any contact with other humans besides my family. MNO not only gave me an excellent opportunity to open up and socialize with all sorts of other people online, but also helped me practice my English, since English is actually my second language. All this contact with fellow folks in all sorts of different countries, all the way from Indonesia to Bosnia, helped all of us not only keep socialized during a time when that was very much impossible, but also taught us about life in different countries, how the school systems work, how corrupt the politicians are, all that good stuff. MNO has acted like a safe space for us to grow up in and make mistakes for all of these years. I admit, I have done a lot of mistakes here on MNO. All the way from oversharing to arguing for days on end on really dumb and immature stuff, griefing, throwing people under the bus, trusting the wrong people with the wrong things, having unreasonable expectations, and so on. All of these mistakes, made in a somewhat controlled manner, not only made me learn from them, but others as well. This season, I learned 4 more key lessons. 1. Don't set your expectations too high and you'll never be disappointed. 2. You can't force others' hand to do as you say, as this rarely goes well. 3. Sometimes it's better to cut it at the root before it becomes a bigger problem. And 4. Don't waste time on something that might not benefit anyone in the long run. Now, after all these years, I think it's finally time for me to move on. I have outgrown the little bubble of comfort we built ourselves for the past 4.5 years. It is time for me to try new things and also focus on my real life again, since very soon I'll become an adult, which is crazy to think about, and I have to go out into the world on my own, and the amount of time I will have will diminish day by day. Does this mean that I'm leaving this community behind? Not quite. We will all still remain friends well into the future. We will continue to do collabs together and all that good stuff, but it is time to move away from this very niche corner of the internet and move on to bigger and better projects, finding new people and engaging in different communities. My Minecraft Nostalgia Online series is over, for the time being at least. Will there be a season 5? Looking back at season 4 and how things went for us, probably not anytime soon, but I do foresee a chance of us coming back to the server in a few years' time and making a grand return, bigger and better than we've ever seen. I think this is just about it for the time being. Thank you for sticking along with us for these past 4.5 years. It's been a wild journey, and if you like our content and want to see more, consider subscribing to me and all the other MNO members' channels, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.